Hello, this is Vince Gansberg, and this is U6 Game Day Logistics, and I'll go through this as quick as possible. So this is basically an idea for parents and coaches as to what to expect on when we play the actual games, which will be either on Friday night or Saturday mornings. Okay, so again, 3v3 format, and keep in mind that really 3 against 3 is really one against 5. Hopefully they spread out by the end of the season, but probably not. But just so you know, those are the numbers we will. Basic rules. This is more for the coaches, but it's always good, I think, for parents to understand that we do kick-ins instead of throw-ins because visual acuity isn't developed yet until about 9 or 10 years old. The duration of the game is 4 7-minute quarters. So 7 minutes. So after 7 minutes, I'll blow a whistle, or one of the coaches will blow the whistle, and they'll have like a 1 or 2 minute break, and then we'll get back at it. So, and then the goal kicks, I'll explain that here again. Now, for this age group, no referees. So the coaches will actually be on the field, kind of calling the game, and do the best you can. So this is the goal kick rule. I've already kind of explained this to the coaches already, but basically when the other team has a goal kick, which should be in and around this area, which, by the way, we're not going to have lines, we're just going to have cones, and I'll put a double cone. I'll put 2 cones there for midfield so everyone knows where midfield is. But basically the players put the ball down, the defending team would drop back, and that's so we can eventually get the ball out so the other team can go the other way. Before the game, though, we want to do a pregame handshake. This is very similar to what the pros do. As you can see here, the 2 teams shaking hands before the game. So coaches just line up your teams before the game, have them go across. It's kind of like the post-game handshake that we typically do, but we'll also do it in the pregame. You can do it in the postgame as well if you choose. But the pregame handshake is something that we want to do because it might be a little. As far as how the fields will look, basically we will be on one half of the field, as you can see here. So we'll have 2 3v3 fields, and it'll be about 30 yards long by about 20 yards in width, roughly. You'll see here that the parents will be on the outsides, and the coaches will kind of be in between the 2 fields that are designated on the halves. So that's basically how it works. So we'll have a 3v3 game in each of the 4 fields. And that's how that would look. So then we play the game. Then after the game, it's always neat to see the players clap like the pros do. So in other words, they kind of stand next to each other, as you can see here, and they celebrate together and they kind of clap. And then, if the parents want to do a tunnel or they want to do a little celebration, that's fine too. But basically, just make sure that they all play half the game, at least half the game. And at the end, coaches make sure that you celebrate with them their performance. So that's it. That's the U6 Game Day Logistics. Looking forward to the games this weekend.